Hello everybody, my name is Connor and I am here with PurpleLuffy versus Kalgara. This match was really fun. I love my opponent. My opponent is a very good player. I really love playing against him. We always have such a fun time. And I mean, we're both taking our life to, do something. So it's a really aggressive and interesting match, and I think it's been a really tough. I've been really not seeing my pieces, as you can see with my opening hand. Just having some trouble finding my pieces, so learning to play without the pieces I need has been feeling pretty bad. So my opponent is going to go ahead and drop the upper yard, picking up, I believe that is a Wiper right there, which, not a bad card. I mean, Wiper is a very good body. There's a lot of really big, aggressive bodies that are pretty scary, and he's gonna hit me with the double upper yard surge. Pretty wild there. And yeah, thankfully I do have some 2Ks. I do know that this deck is very aggressive, and that is concerning, I won't lie. Drawing into another Sakuro, that's not exactly what you want to see, but it's there are worse cards I could draw 3 of, I guess. We're going to go ahead and poke 5. Kalgara is going to take his life. Getting the Earth Will Not Lose, a counter event card, or getting a counter event, a trigger, which I think is a draw. And I'm just reading it because it's been a hot minute since I've played against Kalgara, and I need to remember that he has that. So we are going to go ahead and do our leader ability, get to 4. No Zoro Juro, unfortunately. So we are going to go ahead and drop the Kamazo. Doesn't feel great to drop Kamazo. I don't think Kamazo is a bad play, but yeah, a little sad to not have him in my hand, but he actually does end up being pretty useful overall. My opponent's gonna go ahead and swing 5. I think I can part with one of my Sangoros there, and the Ohm comes down looking for the puppy. Yeah, dude, 3 Sangoros, crazy. I think I'm running 4. I did change my list. I am playing the Luffy TCG's PurpleLuffy list. I knew that Blackbeard was going to get more popular, so I wanted to try and tech for Blackbeard. So I know Luffy had that, so I figured, hey, I'll try his list. So he ends up getting the Holly out of hand, and we're going to go ahead and swing 6 with Kamazo, just trying to put pressure on getting the Wiper out of hand, which is great. Not too many options here. I'll go ahead and swing 5 at lead, trying to be as aggressive as I can be, while also being relatively safe. We get the Shura for the counter, counting how many Dawn I have because I can't count. Trying to decide what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and leader ability, get that extra Dawn. And we are just going to go ahead, tap 5 for the Sangoro, and pass with 1 Dawn up. We do have Gum Gum Giant, but I need to... One thing I learned playing in this tournament is I think I hold on to Gum Gum Giant for too long, and that makes my 6-cost Sanji a little less valuable. Not that that's what I should be focusing on, but I need to learn to Gum Gum Giant a little more aggressively. And speaking of aggressively, he's going to go ahead, swing 6, dropping the Kalgara, taking his life. That Kalgara is a big, scary monster. And yeah, it's a little scary for sure. So we do go ahead, counter out of the 6, the 5 from Holy coming through. Thankfully, Ohm is not online yet. Trying to decide, do I want to take it? And no, this is a very aggressive deck. I don't really feel like I want to go too low, so I will go ahead and counter out. Doesn't feel good to have 3 cards in hand, but I do have the Sangoro to draw me some cards there. He's gonna go ahead, play Wiper, bottom deck his stage, and look at the top. I want to say 5 cards, grabbing a Sky Island card, I believe. Or Shandian Warrior. I can't remember which archetype that searches, but we go ahead and draw for turn, getting a Nami. Not great, not bad though. Definitely could cycle, but we are at 9 Dawn here, and I think we need to get the Kalgara off of field. He is a really big body. I think he's an 8K, 9K. it's been a really long time since I've played against Kalgara, so, and this game was a while ago. It was a week ago at this point, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna swing 6 into drawing. We draw into the Usohachi. That is pretty nice, not gonna lie. Just trying to clear up his board, seeing if I can live, really, and minimize his hand. He is gonna give us through 1k for that, so doing another 5, and this time he is gonna go ahead and let go, which is good because one more life and he becomes a 6k, and that's a lot harder to deal with. So looks like we are gonna swing 5, potentially at holy, potentially at life. I think at holy is probably the better play to kind of clear board, and we are going to be putting, I think, Kalgara into life. So he is going to get the 2k. Yep, looks like we were swinging at holy to keep holy alive. We are going to go ahead, drop the 9 mom, trashing the Nami, which, as I said, doesn't feel great. I feel like I don't utilize that Nami as much as I should. We'll go ahead and heal a life, and trying to decide. I'm torn between Wiper or Kalgara. I do end up putting Kalgara at the bottom of his life. I know Kalgara has a 1k counter and Wiper is a brick, but I just felt like that was what was needed. We're going to go ahead, leader ability, take our life, and get a Dawn up so we can Gum Giant if we need to. So I definitely feel like I'm playing a little bit on the back end this match, or at least from now, trying to kind of, what is it? I'm trying to control his board and play aggressively, and it is pretty tough. He is just gonna go ahead, get another Kalgara out there, take his life, go back to 3, and we're just gonna go ahead and take this 7, getting a 5-cost kid. Pretty decent option. I mean, I feel like every time I play kid, he gets immediately removed, but if he doesn't get removed, that's great. Worst case scenario, he's a good 1k counter, and the Wiper is gonna be swinging at us, and I think, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and Gum Giant -2 Dawn, and getting Kamazo and a Sanji. So Sanji, pretty useful. I think the Holy coming out, I'm just going to give him the 2k in that Kamazo. I'm trying to hold on to the Usohachi if I can. And there is a looking for the puppy one more time. Finds the puppy. You'd love to see it. I mean, maybe not me, but you know what? I can respect the puppy. And I think he's going to go ahead and pass turn. So there is our law. I swear we never see him turn 1. We always see him late game. And he's not the greatest tool to have late game. So I'm thinking that 7-cost Sanji is my best bet. Kind of unfortunate I haven't seen another Gum Giant, but we're gonna go ahead and swing at 6, getting a card, getting another Sanji actually. And God, I love those altered Sanjis. They are so pretty. And the Earth Will Not Lose comes out, playing the upper yard to search the top 5 for a Shandian warrior, if I remember correctly. Let's see if he finds it. There's a good chance. I think he mentioned, oh no, it must be a Sky Island, because Satori is not a warrior. So I think he mentioned that he didn't find the Nolan, I think his name is, to heal himself. But we are going to go ahead and play Law, get a 2k in that Sanji, and with our remaining Dawn, I'm trying to decide if I want to play the Sanji or just swing aggressively. It looks like I'm just going to go ahead and swing 5 into Holy, hopefully getting rid of her, but no, the Kalgara comes out. Another 5 into Holy, just getting as many cards out of his hand as I can at this point, because I just definitely feel like I'm playing behind. And yep, there is the 2k, no cards in hand. Now I'm feeling like we can do a decent we can clean shop a little bit, or at least clean up some of the bodies that are threatening us.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will go ahead, play Sanji. I don't think I actually, I think I rest, yeah, I rest Holy. We'll go 7 into the Wiper, get rid of the Wiper, and I think I'm gonna go 9 into Holy, which doesn't feel good, but I think I need to get rid of one of the bodies on board, and not really feeling like I'm safe to go for game. And as you guys can see, I don't have a Gum Gum Giant in my hand, so I'm definitely a little worried. So 9 into life. Getting the Shura, I remember the absolute horror when I saw him take his life and move it towards the board. I said, oh god, what is it? Shura's probably one of the better things he can get right here, having no cards in hand. And he is going to grab the 1-cost blocker. I can't remember what her name is, but she is a blocker, so. But we do have Kamazo on the field, so not necessarily useful. But I think she has a counter, so at least there is that. And yeah, I just have to hopefully live this turn. Which is definitely kind of scary. Yeah, I mean, I have a decent amount of counter in hand and I have 2 life, but he's got a very full board and 10 Dawn to play with. So, well, say 9 it looks like, because we do know he has that 1k or 1-cost blocker, so there is a chance. And I did leave the 1 Dawn up because I am hoping to find Gum Gum out of my life. I think I need to find Gum Gum out of my life. And yeah, here comes the hits. Very aggressive. 8 from the puppy, and we'll go ahead and take that one. Getting another 2k, which is nice. Another 8, and I think I'm going to go ahead and give 2 2ks, which won't feel great. 4 Dawn left, it looks like. Yep, I had to do some quick math. And the Kalgara still hasn't swung, which is like, the Kalgara character still hasn't swung, which is the scariest part, I think. So, yep, the 2 2Ks. I think we just have to counter out of everything we can. And, yeah. The 7k coming in from the, and we do end up taking it, getting a Gum Gum Giant, thank god. Yeah, because I would have countered out. If I didn't have Giant, I would have countered out of the 7. And then the 9 or 8, excuse me, I think he's 8 from Kalgara. Very, very good. I do decide to trash Usohachi because I do want to use Sanji. I'm thinking if he, yeah. So I was thinking he had 1 card in hand. I think I can go for game if I live. I want Sanji, the extra swing, to go for game. And he did play the 1-cost blocker. Sanji is a way to minus Dawn to get Kamazo ability to pop his blocker. So, of course, you know, Sanji could just rest the blocker, but yeah. I think we are discussing, oh, I think I was trying to figure out how much Dawn I should be at, because I was like, I think I'm at too many Dawn. I think I need to be at 1 less. So we were just discussing that, and yes, I do need to be at 9 Dawn here, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead, play down the Sanji, completely removing the blocker, which Arrest would have done fine, but Kamazo putting in some work. You love to see it. I definitely, with this list, as I mentioned, I changed my list to the Luffy TCG's list. I feel like there's a little more reason to play Kamazo down. So we're going to go ahead, swing 5, and then 9, 10, 11, and yeah, we do end up taking it. And I know he asked if he didn't get Giant, would I won? Absolutely, 100%. I think my opponent would have won. He played very aggressively, and I definitely felt like I was on the back foot. So I think that getting Giant out of life really saved the game for us. and yeah, honestly, it was, yeah, there's my Chopper. I really wanted to try Chopper, but he's a 2-of in the deck, so I didn't see him, and I think he's mostly in the deck for Blackbeard. I think Luffy TCG would know. It is his deck list. I am just a copier, man. I'm working on building my own deck list, but yeah, that is gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.